Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of the All the Mods 9 series. Today is episode 70, and we are getting into Awakened Draconium blocks. So this requires a total of 6. Yep, 6, goodness. 6 Draconium cores, 1 Dragon Heart, and 4 Draconium blocks. So I've got enough to do 4 operations of this. So let's just get this going here. There we go. And of course, this is on a timer, so this will just start firing. And then the next, once this is completed, I'm actually going to step away so I don't hear the sound effects here. We will need to get the Draconium, or Draconic, one of these many words that they added, Draconic Fusion Crafter Injectors. We're going to actually need to get this tier to get a little bit better of tier weapon and chest piece, because I've already made the default Wyvern tier, and so I want to increase that, but I do need the Draconic tier crafters to be able to do that. So we're of course getting the Awakened Draconium blocks to do that. So of course for this we do need to just get the Awakened Draconium blocks, which we're going to need 8 of these in total, and then every other block times 8, right? Every other piece times 8. So let me get that stuff together, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, next thing we're doing, of course, getting this stuff upgraded. Got everything divided up. So we should be golden to just toss it all in. And this thing should start crafting. And once these are done, I'll get the Wyvern ones replaced. And then, of course, you kind of just go back and forth with these. Because there is, of course, the Chaotic tier, I do believe. Let's actually check that so I'm not wrong. Yeah, so the Draconic then can be upgraded to the Chaotic Fusion and Crafting Injector. And then that is the final tier. So to get that, we would just need to upgrade the Wyverns we're going to pick up later down the line to the Draconic tier, and then from the Draconic tier to the Chaotic tier. Of course, we're not really worried about that right now. We just really want the Draconic tier so we can get the other stuff upgraded. Which, speaking of that, we do need to go grab some other stuff. I think these are both going to be the same recipes, just different center ingredients. Yeah. Okay. So let me get that stuff together while this is crafting, and we will be back. Alright, so we've got Draconic pieces of equipment here. So what I want to do is I want to look at energy modules. I've actually already got some of this stuff put in here as auto crafting. I just did the energy modules. So let's just grab 4 of these. Okay, we're going to do testing with 4. And so we're going to press Shift minus. By default, it is not Shift minus. It is Shift C by default. But I have changed it because C opens up the chunk loaders. Just so you guys are aware. But let's put these modules in here. Okay, so we're just doing the chest piece right now. So this does... actually, I don't even... Okay, so 256,000 transfer. Well, it does 16 million... energy capacity per each one. So currently we have the ability to hold 64 million power in this piece. Okay, so let's also quickly just grab 4 of these for the bow. So we'll just put the 4 pieces in here. Okay, so that's 64 million, so that'll hold that. And then I should actually be able to shoot this thing now. And I'm kind of curious. I have added a mod in here called which is a dummy, a training dummy, target dummy, that allows for us to kind of train and see our numbers of damage that we're doing. So, Draconic Bow, by default, with no upgrades other than energy, which is required to make it fire, this does 10 damage, okay? Of course, we don't have any enchants on it either, which is a thing we can do, so keep that in mind. So, Shift minus. So the upgrades we probably want to put on here are damage modules. So there are damage modules. Let's look these up. So it looks like we've got a Wyvern projectile damage module and a Draconic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get quite a few of these upgrades figured out. And we'll talk about them after I get them set up for auto crafting, get them crafted. We also do need to note the module size. That is kind of why we have this kind of grid-esque thing, is because each module has a different dimension or module size. And then if you fill this up, it means you can't put them in there, right? So we do got to be mindful of that. But the damage ones Look like they're 1x1s, and they add base damage of 50, but they also add inaccuracy. All right, so we've got speed upgrades. Just kind of gonna go by upgrade here. So speed upgrades, we've got 4 of them. Max as you can do is 8. But you can see draw speed, pretty dang quick. And this thing has quick draw 3 on it. So let's just... Okay, so it is a little bit slower than my actual Supremium bow. And can this thing get quick draw? Let's see. Enchantments. It cannot. Okay. So I might want to just grab 4 more speed upgrades. Okay. I am out of Draconium Dust again. This is becoming a problem. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think I need to go to unloaded chunks in the mining dimension and just go get a quarry and void everything but that. Because, yeah, I need more. Okay. Let me get that stuff figured out real quick, and then hopefully we can get this bow to be awesome. Alrighty, so I've got 4 more speed modules here. So let's just get these put in there. Okay. Let's just see how fast this pulls. I need to grab some arrows out. I actually don't know if I can even use obsidian arrows. Can I actually use these? Let's toss these away for a second. Okay, I can use the obsidian arrows. Let's see how fast this draws. So, Draconic. Okay, I would say that's about equivalent, same speed. Alrighty, so after a little bit here, I've got a few more augments that we can check out. So, I've went and got, what is that, 8, 9, 10 total Draconic projectile damage modules, which gives us plus 50% damage. So you can see down here we have plus 500 damage. This also gives us inaccuracy, so I went and grabbed a couple projectile accuracy modules just so that way we'll have a little bit more accuracy. Right now we have 2% inaccuracy, but I mean, I'm willing to be okay with that. We've got the auto fire module, of course, 8 speed modules, and by the way, I did forget to mention, these do actually drop the velocity, by the way, so that is a thing to keep in mind. You can see we have negative 15% velocity. But this is what the bow currently looks like. I don't 100% know why it doesn't fire all the time, but we are firing the obsidian arrows, which is pretty cool. Actually, right now... Okay, so the obsidian arrows get used. Okay, so we just have infinity, so we just have normal arrows coming out. But I'm hoping that this will be enough to take out the Chaos Dragon. Really have no way of knowing if it will or not, but we should be fine. 34 damage a shot. I kind of want to be able to do more than that, in all honesty. Okay, I think I've got this kind of wrapped up a little bit here. So we've got now, of course, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in total. Kind of just all out in the weird spot. Let's actually get that changed around here. So all I need to do is get this moved out and then put it back in. And I've also grabbed the projectile immunity cancellation module, just because I think that might help with some of the issues we're having. But as you can see, if I just hold this down, we are, you know, doing pretty decent damage. You know, not the best, not the worst. If we actually, of course, hit land crits, which is his head, I think, we'd be doing pretty decent, 63 damage. So, this is not the best bow in the world, of course, but I think it'll do just fine, especially because our bow, and we do need an arrow for this, so we'll just grab a normal default vanilla arrow, and you can see, so one shot did 56 damage, this one does 37. We just keep shooting here, 61, 40, there we go, 81. So we're getting there. The next thing that we need to do is get the body taken care of. For right now, there's a lot of stuff I can do. 100%, a lot of things in here that I can go for. I may want to look at the hill step module, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to worry about that. But I do want the Draconic shield stuff here. So we've got large shield capacity modules. We've got shield capacity module. So this is like a normal one. Operating cost 7.8 OP per tick. 125 points. This would give you 25. This one... So it looks like we actually need to get a shield control module most likely, before we do anything else. So let's just grab those recipes. So shield control, looks like we need a particle generator. And should just be able to throw this in here and get this crafting. And then we also probably want to grab this one because it's an upgraded tier. Find some empty spots. And then, so now we just want to look up shield. And then just grab one of these because we can only have one. Kind of curious, can I actually put 1 in 1? I highly doubt this is a thing you can do. Okay, so I just need a shift click. There we go. So here's one. Okay, yeah, so you can only have one of those. Okay, that's pretty cool. Draconic shield. So now I'm going to get the rest of this stuff crafted. Looks like there is some shield recovery modules. Recharge 2.5 PPS 4.0 seconds. Or so 4 seconds. Well, the Draconic shield capacity module gives us shield recharge of 200 seconds, but this gives us operating cost. What does it actually give us? Just more shield capacity? Alrighty, so I took some time and got the Draconic chest plate piece completed. I've added more power to it. These are the Draconic energy modules. Let's actually click the info screen here. This would be better. So 128 million power, 2 million OP per tick as of current. Shield cooldown is about 10 seconds. This is our recharge rate. And then the shield operating cost is about 13,000 per tick. So nothing too terrible. But we basically only have stuff pertaining to energy and shields. So I think we should be golden to try and head back out to the Chaos Dragon and see if we can take this guy on. Of course, he is going to probably try and do the blue stuff, like go into the center and see if we can take him out. So this thing's definitely still not shooting very well. But should be better, hopefully. I'm really not landing any shots on him. Alright, so finally I've got this guy into the second health bar here. I've actually just lost him. Can't really turn the render distance up because it's a little laggy when I do that. But I should be able to hit this guy because he looks like he's actually a lot slower than what he was. But yeah, this bow is definitely not the most helpful, but it is helpful enough, I will say. Oh, Ben, we just died there. It seems like he's doing a little bit more damage than what he was, but that's okay. But yeah, just wanted to show that he's up, or down a health bar here. And I don't know if he's going to have any different moves or anything like that. I'm hoping he does, but... Alright, he's very near death here. Very, very. Oh, he is dead. He is gone. Done diddly died. Fantastic. Let's pick up whatever he dropped. I don't like this boss fight at any capacity. Especially towards the second health bar. It seems like he did a blue, like, dragon in the center event several times. I mean, like, I think it was 4 times in a matter of a minute. So every time I'd land one arrow on him and then proceed to just have to wait for him to stop doing the blue event. And just over and over again. But yeah, we're looking for this right here. Chaos Crystal, Draconic Evolution. We'll pick that bad boy up. So that gave us 5 Chaos Shards, which is really not a lot. Okay. So we may have to take out another one of these guys. And we didn't complete the quest, by the way. I think there's a bug with the quest line in All the Mods 9, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to fix it since they moved on to All the Mods 10. Let's see. Get rid of Greg Tech, Draconic Evolution. So here we've completed this quest. We just did this. We killed the 14 Guardian crystals. We killed the Chaos Guardian, Chaos Dragon, Chaos Guardian, and now we've done the Chaos Shard, but we're unable to get the quest. So I might look at... Let's just... Well, I don't really want to do this again. Genuinely, I really don't. This was kind of just a very boring fight overall. So let's actually go back home. And let's get some of this stuff put away. Get all this stuff put away. Okay. So how do we go about upgrading this stuff? So we need a chaotic core, which requires a large chaos fragment. So we didn't get enough to even do this, right? No, we did. Okay, hold on. So we can break these down to large chaos fragments, and then from there, we then use all of this stuff to then get a chaotic core, which you need one per... you can also do the chaotic staff of power, which we're probably not even going to do. I really just want this, and I want this. Because the sword itself, we could probably get it up there, but I don't think it'll be close to... What is this? 93 attack damage? But I may be wrong. And if I am wrong, give me a holler down in the comments. So let me get everything we need for this. Oh, we also do need to upgrade the tier, don't we? So it goes from this to this. So we'd need in total, what is that? 4 and 8, so 32. 32 large chaos fragments. So that would basically take up all of them. And then you need 5 for this. So what I'm actually going to do is just do this. Go into here, editing mode. And we're just going to complete. Yes. Actually, hold on. And you can see that these completed by default. But the problem is, yeah, okay, there we go. I didn't want to do that because I want to get the reward. And we've already done this. We did it on camera. So I'm going to get the reward. I don't like how this is broken. Okay, so let me restart real quick. Restart the world so I'm out of this editing mode, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so now we can claim these quests here, and hopefully we'll be able to do the Draconic chestplate and bow, and then I can go fight another one of these stupid creatures, and we can keep going. I don't think there's a way to automate this stuff. I wish there was, but most likely there's not. So that should give us chaos shards. Did I actually have a chaos shard in here? I think I did, and I broke it down. Okay, so we didn't really get that much good stuff. All I really wanted was the chaos fragment, so that means that this quest line is a bit more completed. Potion of resistance. Okay. So let me get the Draconic Chaos tier, which is right here. And then we should start being able to get towards the reactor and everything of that sort. I'm not really caring about the Draconic Staff, in all honesty. I mean, it probably is like the best tool in the game, but I'm not too worried. And it looks like we have actually not even completed this whole section. So if we actually just grab a module, this thing right here, module core, because I never took one out of the system. This is just going to complete a whole bunch of quests. Or it should at least. Let's see, completes this, Should be a few more completed, but I don't take things out of the system. It's one of the problems with a lot of these quests is you don't take things out of the system. So I'm fine with that. Let me get the Draconic, the fusion crafting, and then get those to Draconic, and then from Draconic to Chaotic, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we're messing with the Apotheosis here, because I actually have been getting the actual bow to the Godforged Pearl or Mythic tier. So I just threw this on here, which has Sundering, which does increase damage received for 6 seconds, and then 30% chance to shoot a second arrow. And then, of course, 31% arrow damage, 24% velocity, and 125% draw speed, 25% speed, and then I put a gem for 30% more arrow damage and 45% draw speed, yeah, it is percent. So we're able to fire much quicker, and it looks like it actually applies glowing as well. Not 100% sure why it's like affecting it with glowing. We don't have spectral arrows on us, so I'm not 100% sure what that is, but oh well. So we're doing significant more damage. We're doing significantly quicker shooting. But I want to look at this right here, which is the augmenting table. But we do need sigils of enhancement. And these do require Godforged pearls. So we're going to just grab 8 of those, throw our bow in here, and what we can do is we can see all of the different things here. So for example, the, let's see, arrow damage. I can do this, I can upgrade this to plus 35% arrow damage with 2 sigils of enhancement, okay? So it looks like 35% is all I can do. I don't know, this does nothing for us. Okay, so let's just go to the next one. So like this, so 125 is the max. I don't know if I want to even try and do anything there. Reroll selected affix. Could I do that? No alternative affixes. Okay, so there's certain ones you can't do. So like this, I could have speed 2 when arrow hits, wither 3, slowness, grievous wounds, mobs drop, teleport to you, arrows deal magic damage. So this one would be replaced with the similar stuff. Okay. Those are the chance you can actually increase this if you wanted to. Interesting. So I don't know, what do the other sigils do? So because you've got withdraw, removes all socketed gems from an item, 1 socket to an item. So there's sigil of socketing. So if we wanted to do that, we could. Unnaming removes the affixed name from an item. Okay. So really, this requires the sigil of rebirth, by the way, to actually work. So you need the Godforged pearls or a rarity material here, and then the sigil of rebirth, and then your item in the center, and you get to choose from 3. So just keep that one in mind there. And let's see. So if I wanted to get sigils of socketing, how do I apply these? Do I just go over here? And okay, so I can only apply 1, it looks like. So 3's max, most likely. And then I could look at getting a combatant sigil, which I actually have 3 here. I should be able to upgrade these in the gem cutting table, which is right back here. So I would need arcane ashes or arcane sands, and then gem dust. Okay, so this, and this. So that made that a purple tier. So the unsocket, what was it called? Sigil of withdraw. So does this straight up destroy the sigil? Or does this return the sigil? Let's actually look at the quest book. This might tell us. Thankfully, Apotheosis made it take sockets out of tools much easier. Now, instead of having to choose to save the tool or gem, you can now keep both. Okay, so if I were to do this and this, is that going to give me all of them back? Okay, so it does give you all of them back. So you don't have to worry about it. That's actually really cool. Okay, and I'll re-put these back on here, but I have 2 gems of the combatant, which do more damage. So if I'm to do this, now it's 40% damage. Okay, so now I just need to do this, and then I don't have like a better slipstream. One, and I only have 1 of each, so I can't really do anything there. I don't think I have any gems sitting around here, do I? No, okay. Unless they're over here? Oh, all of my gems are over here. Okay, let's just throw these all in the AE2 system real quick so I can search them quicker. Okay, so now I can see I actually have a better slipstream gem. And this is flawless, so there's nothing I can really do with this gem. Oh wait, there's a perfect version now? But you need arcane sands. Okay, so I actually did not know there was a perfect version. So let's actually see. Do we have 2 of these? We do. And then arcane sands, which I have a pretty decent chunk of. So if we do... I forgot I don't have gem dust. I put it away. So this, and this. And that. So that gives us a perfect slipstream gem. See, I didn't know perfect was in here. I thought flawless was the highest tier, but apparently that's been changed, which is fantastic. So now we should also be looking at the combatant one. So we have 2 gems of this. So let's just immediately upgrade to a perfect, which gives us 50% more damage. And then I should probably pull out that one that I just put on here, unless I can stack these. So that one, so I can't stack them. Okay, so we're gonna do Sigil of Withdrawal one more time, and then we're gonna just put this gem away, and we're gonna put this in here to get the 50% arrow damage, and this to put the 60% draw speed. Okay, and there should be probably one more that we want to put on here. So I'm going to search the gems we currently have and see what we can come across. I don't 100% know. I think there's some that should add more damage, but then again, I have no idea. Alright, so we're just going with crit chance here, which should be pretty good. I also saw that we have Flawless Gem of the Earth, which gives us 3+ on Sharpness, Protection, or Fortune, depending on which one we put it on. Which I actually did not know we have this. And we could look at getting this to be the next tier, most likely, which is the Perfect, which gives 4 levels. I also realized we don't actually have any gems put on our actual armor. And some of these are actually not even mythic, which of course I don't have any more. I probably have actually some armor pieces that are Apotheosis. I just have not taken them out and gotten rid of them. And this is one of the sets that we made, by the way. I'm not going to get rid of that. I realized that the Util X, I believe, isn't that the mod? It's like armor stand with arms. Yes, utility X. This actually causes a little bit more lag, and I got rid of it, and I got rid of the other armor stand that were over here because they just caused some lag issues. I actually went through, and I forgot to mention this, I've actually went through our base and kind of just disabled some farms and kind of try to clean up a little bit of our area to make it a little bit better. Because what I can show you is Forge TPS. So this is our current tick rate in the overworld of 16, which is not good. It's not great, but it's doable. It's okay. When I started with these farms, I took out quite a lot of them. I was at 11, or I think 10 or 11. And so I took out a lot of them. And one of the things, we have Observable in this pack, and you can run a profiler. Takes about 30 seconds to run, but this can show you a lot of the issues and potential lag sources in your world. Of course, you need to be in the area to do this, so we're kind of just standing next to the farms. This is going to do everything basically in my base because it's only a few chunks. And you'll be able to see this once this gets completed. You'll see a whole bunch of green squares, some red squares, some numbers. And yeah, so let's just let this run here. There we go. So it's finishing. Just going to take a second here. And you can see all these lovely numbers. So each one of these crops, each one of the lily pads of fertility has a unit associated with it. And of course, these green ones, you should be perfectly fine. The issue is this one right here. If you guys can see that, it says 2,184. Each one of these harvester pylons, I'm going to quickly disable the overlay. Each one of these harvester pylons is a massive point of problems. And we can turn this back on here for a second. So this is like a normal machine, right? It runs. You can see it's a little bit heavy every so often once there's a tree growing, but it's really low whenever it is non-operational. But this thing is massive. And you can see that some of these are 300, some of them are 2,000. So it's just depending on what it's doing at the moment. And it's always running, right? There's no off switch for these. And of course, you can see throughout our base, we have a lot of red sources in our storage room up above. Here, let me turn the overlay off here real quick and go up. You can see if I turn this back on, our storage area, in our chests and stuff, there's a lot of lag because we have so many items coming out of this. So this is like a major point of lag too, especially that back one. So yeah, just some things to look at, and you can see all the functional storage drawers also have some units associated with them. They don't have any real upgrades that cause them to be a little bit more laggy. And of course, if you look up, you can see the players. So my current is 331 per tick. I don't know the unit of measurement that this is, but the higher it is, kind of the worse off. And especially having a lot of those in one area with the Mystical Agriculture Farms, that's a lot of issues. And I took out quite a bit until I got above 15, and that's still not great, but it's just one of those things. And if I actually grab that armor stand with arms and put this down and run this profiler again, we'll show you how much this actually does when it has nothing attached. Okay, so you can see I actually went and put down, this is the armor stand with arms, and this is the armor stand from vanilla Minecraft. They don't say it, but that's what these are. I think, let's see. Yeah, it's not going to show you. But you can see that this is already in the orange with nothing attached to it. This is 30. So this is the default one. Some mod adds the arms. I'm not 100% sure which one does, but by default, you don't really need the Utilex one. So just keep that in mind. There's things in this pack that cause a lot of lag. Yeah, I had to clear out some stuff. So that Chaos Dragon fight took hours, even though I actually took a break in between it. So that's a fun thing. All right, let me get to this, and we will be back here in a bit. And hopefully I'll be able to upgrade our armor just a smidgen. All right, so I think I've done enough on upgrades. So we've got, of course, got the chaotic bow, got the chaotic chest plate. I really don't have enough stuff to do more than just like the shield control module, which brings down the shield cooldown a little bit. I did 3 damage chaotic projectile modules there, and yeah, this thing I would say shoots pretty quickly. It's not the fastest thing in the world, of course, right? I mean, but you can see we do plenty of damage. Also, my hearts are back to being red because I've also added Apotheosis to this with the 30% max gem put in there. So we get pretty decent. And then I also put a 30% max health on this chest plate and plus 8 armor. So we are basically looping back through the colors, I guess. And yeah, that is fantastic. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. I think I'm going to try and find another Chaos Dragon, Chaos Guardian, see if I can get through that, and hopefully we will be able to get just a little bit further into this. I really have no idea. Apparently I haven't claimed all these quest rewards, but yeah, we have some stuff to go find, stuff to go get, but we need more Chaos Shards to even consider getting anywhere else, right? So I've got some stuff to look at, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.